Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Lawrence changing the play. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stroud looking to throw. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Here's Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Texans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and goal from the 1.
All right.
Stroud keeps it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. Second and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh, okay.
Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal.
Here we go, let's go. Buggy.
And Stroud now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Mixon unable to find the goal line on fourth down. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll start on the ground. ETN, 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here's Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Here we go,
now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long.
Go, let's go.
Lawrence will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on third. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Why Tony? Tony.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Already.
Stroud sets up the play action. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Now Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown. Takedown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
Lisa 24.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Lion. 11. Take right open.
Now Lawrence to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as the tackle made up near the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Red on red.
This a quick pass to Davis. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Gun.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Rip, 23. 30 left. Loop.
Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Straight ahead, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Etienne up the middle. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in week 1. He was spectacular and open for more here in week 2. They'll run with Etienne. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go, go. Hey, kill. Go, go. 11.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Here we go.
Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
No.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hey, uno. Hey.
Stroud to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
On the fleek, right? 19 Texans.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. This 2nd and 4.
Out. Hey, south.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 3rd and 14. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Look to hot, look to hot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
All right.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Another one caught by Collins. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, uno Mars. Buggy.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jaguars, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Texans 21, Jaguars 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
16 yards right off the bat, but a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And Stroud now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
He'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
24.
Lawrence will throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They need 2. Here's third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field. But once you get into the red zone...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
ETN on the toss right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Hey, run! Think right!
Now Lawrence to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Go, let's go. 11, Agate.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Oh, right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Why Tony?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ray.
The throwing again is Stroud. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Steps away to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey! Hey, uno.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Under. Hey, south. Nike Texas.
Stroud will look to throw once more. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, let's go.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hey, south.
Now Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Flushed out right, and they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, I'm gun. 30 left.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
13 loop. Go. Hey, kill. Hurt. 11.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that. He may go. Touchdown. Jaguars. Brian Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
South.
Stroud to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On play action, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hey, Jupiter. Safe right.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram, 43 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Here we go. Hey.
Throwing now is Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 4.
Out for tonight. Hey.
Again, it's Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now they'll change things up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Oh, right. Two J.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down, but it winds up paying for it pretty good.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Ow, for tonight.
Quick throw to Collins.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
At their own 20-yard line.
A final shot now for Lawrence. This ball intercepted. And the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Houston, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the